What's up, guys? Nethervvoid here with more World of Tanks for you, and I got a new series. And actually, literally just had the idea about 1 minute ago on how to change this series to be something really cool. Okay, so this series is going to be called Live Learning with Nether. And what we're going to do is, I know some people were saying, you know, those games in Epic Win Epic Fail, they have funny moments, but they're not very good games. And I can understand that. People come to my channel to learn and see games where people are, you know, doing well, and I'm kind of explaining what they did well and things like that. Or, you know, when I show a video, what I did well and how I play a tank. So what we're going to do with this series, there actually isn't going to be any gameplay in this first episode. We're just going to kind of explain how this works. So I've got a pretty extensive garage lineup now, as you guys know. Really, each line that I work in the tech tree here, so let's say, I don't know, United States, each line, like this medium line or this autoloader line, the TD line, heavy line, stuff like that, I keep that tank that the place I'm at in that line, I have that tank. So this is tier 6 for the autoloader line. Tier 10 for the heavy line, I've already completed that one. Tier 6 for the British medium, and so on and so on. Okay, that's the kind of tanks I have in my garage. I don't have multiples of the British medium line. I just have one. There are exceptions, which you will see, where I've kept a tank. It's pretty rare, but I will keep a tank kind of because it's one of the tanks I like, or it has, you know, kind of some significance for me. So we're going to go through a little bit of my garage, because what you guys are going to do is put in the video description the tanks you want to see me drive in the next Live Learning with Nether, and you want to hear how I play the tank. Also, the other thing we're going to be doing is we have a lot of really great tankers that watch this channel, that subscribe, and they're going to be commenting in the video description on how to drive the tanks that I'm showing in my Live Learning with Nether. I'm pretty good at most tanks, I would say, but there are some guys that are just ridiculous at all the different tanks that I play. So I like to hear what they think about the certain tanks and how to play them, because in some cases they have lots more experience than I do in specific tanks. So it's going to be a dual thing. I'm going to be helping people learn these tanks. You guys are going to also be commenting on what I could have done better, or how to drive these tanks, some extra tips for people that are watching these videos. So it's going to be kind of a joint thing between viewers and myself. So I'm going to go through here. Again, you're going to pick which tank you'd like to see me do. And then if you see someone pick that tank, thumbs up. If you agree with that person, the tanks with the most thumbs up will be the tanks that I do in the next week's video. So first of all, we're just going to go through them real quick. So I've got the T21, that's the autoloader American line. The Tier 10 heavy medium line, or I'm sorry, heavy American line. British Cromwell here for the British mediums. The Churchill 7, which is the British heavy line. TOG 2, which is British heavy. It's my supplement for training my British heavy tank crew. We got the Tier 5 AT2 British TD line. 4502P is one of the German heavy lines. It's Tier 8. Jagdpanzer is Tier 7 German TD. I'm actually working on the Jagd 2 here. I already have the Ferdinand, which you'll see in a minute. So we've got that tank as well. AMX 1390 Tier 8 light French tank going down the Batchat line. AMX 5100 Tier 8 French heavy line. French TD line Tier 6 ARL V39. IS-7, which is the end of one of the Russian heavy lines. SU-122-44, which is the supplemental gold tank for my Russian TD lines, which actually I've unlocked both the Russian TD lines. I'm at Tier 7 on both, but I've not purchased those tanks yet. So I will be doing that soon. T1 Cunningham is kind of just a fun tank I like to play. I want to have a Tier 1 that I can pump up and kind of trick out and stuff like that. T1 E6 was a tank giveaway tank not too long ago, Tier 2. M5 Stewart. I think I'm trying to unlock the, what is this one? The Chaffee. Or Chaffee, if you say it that way. I can't remember. I think it's Chaffee. So I've kept that tank. It's a scout tank. It's kind of hard for me to play. M26 Pershing. I haven't played this in a while. This is the American heavy line. Tier 8. Next up would be the Patton. Super Pershing is the American medium gold tank, which I use to train my medium crews. T14 Tier 5 gold heavy tank for the Americans. T-34, which is my main credit grinder and tank trainer for my American Heavy Tank crew, Tier 8. Matilda, Tier 4 British medium, I want to say, and I think I'm just doing this one because to get the to put this on a strategy series or guide, if you will, because I've already got the rest of that line working, but it's split right there. So AT-15A British Gold Tier 7 TD. This will supplement my British TD line, which I'm at the Tier 5, yeah, the AT2, which you saw. PZ2, kind of my Tier 2 tricked out, pimped up tank. It's pretty awesome. I've got, you know, tons of equipment on it and stuff, but I haven't played it much. But it's my Tier 2 face stomper. I don't have the 1C, which is kind of the new face stomping or seal clubbing tank, but I don't have it yet. Tier 9 German medium E50. I already have a guide on this. I'm just kind of working this to unlock the E50M. Tiger, this is one of the tanks that I've kept. This is, to me, this is the tank from World War II. Really rocked people's faces. I know people like to hate on it, probably just because it's German, but it's quite a bit of fun. It's not as much fun as I'm sure it was to drive in World War II. Let's hold to the side. Let's ignore the fact that you're killing people in World War II. But to be in this tank was really to be protected, especially when it first came out. I mean, this is the tank you wanted to be in. Nobody's going to jack you up. You're pretty much going to kill everybody. The only way you pretty got knocked out when this thing first rolled out off the line is to break down. So that is definitely the way to get knocked out of a tank. The only way really is to break down. That's an awesome tank. That's the only way you can die. So the Tiger, the low Tier 8 Gold German heavy tank. This supplements my German heavy tank crew, which I have one of right now, and I also have the E100 unlocked but not purchased. That's the Tier 10 other German heavy tank line. Ferdinand Tier 8 German TD. It's pretty awesome. Working on the Jagdtiger, or Jagdtiger actually is how you say it in German. So quite a ways away from that, but that's a fun tank to drive as well. LTP, this just came out. Actually, I think I haven't fixed this thing up, actually. We just got this as a gift, I think, for the 15-year anniversary. I'm not exactly sure why we got that. Tier 3 Russian light tank. It's pretty fun to play. The T-50, this is the neutered version of the German Scout tank, Tier 4. I have not played that since patch 8.7. Matilda, this is a gold tank that came out a long time ago. It's pretty awesome. It's a Lend-Lease tank for the Russians. I think it's a British tank, but it's Lend-Leased over to Russians, Tier 5. It's a gold tank. T-54, Tier 9 Russian medium. This is a really awesome tank. I've been working on a little bit. Well, I haven't played this in a while, but working on the T-62A Tier 10 version. It's pretty awesome. That's probably one of the best mediums in the game right now. Churchill 3, this is the really old Lend-Lease tank, also to the Russians, or Soviets, whoever you want to say that. Tier 5 tank. It's pretty fun to play. It's pretty armored, except for you shoot it right in the mantlet. It's going to go right through. But it's got a machine gun turret gun on it. It's pretty fun to play sometimes. IS-6, Tier 8 Russian gold tank, heavy. This is my crew trainer for all my Russian heavy tanks. Pretty awesome little tank. I have a guide on this as well. I'm going to link one of the indexes up here for the guides if you want to see those. There are guides on lots of these tanks and tanks previous to this line, like the T-54 goes all the way back to the Tier 4 version. Well, no, the Tier 5 version of Russian mediums. So anyway, moving on. IS-4 Tier 10 Russian heavies. I have both of them. This is a pretty fun tank to drive. I haven't driven it much. I actually got this for free as a free upgrade from the IS-4 when they split that line way back in like 8.1 or 2 or something like that. So again, pretty fun tank to drive. SU-100Y, this is kind of just a for fun tank. It's another Russian TD. It's just got a huge gun, shoot you in the face. It's kind of more for laughing and playing around and having fun. The Tier 3 Chiha is going up the Chinese medium line. Actually, I've moved my work for the Chinese tanks over to my EU account. So I'm not going to log in to show you what tanks I have. I really only have 2. I'm working up the Chinese medium line. I'm at the Chiha right now, and I have the Jagd 88 over there, which is my German Tier 8 gold tank for training German TD crews. So those are all my tanks. Quite an extensive tank list here. Go ahead and pick which tank you want to see for the first episode, and thumbs up if you see a tank that somebody's already said, like if you want to see the T-21, and somebody's already put T21 in the comments, make sure to thumb that guy's comment up so that comment rises to the top, and I play those tanks that rise to the top. I'll probably pick like the first 3 tanks I see, maybe the first 2, so that I can let this series run out for a while. It should be an ongoing series once a week. So should be a lot of fun to see this series. I might do this for War Thunder as well, depending. I know it seems with every patch it gets more and more hate, so I don't know, that game could or not be sticking around. So anyway, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to cut it here and actually wait to do the next series, or the actual first video with gameplay for next week. I'll let you guys comment on which tanks you want to see. Again, if you want to see which ones they are, just roll it back. If you missed some, if I went too fast, let me know what you think about the series. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't posted a quote-unquote Let's Play for World of Tanks in a long time. I used to post them a long time back, but I was posting too many videos and just didn't have enough time for this kind of a series anymore. But I'm really excited about the series. For one thing, it's going to let me play tanks again and let you guys see me in action and not just on the guides. And also, it's going to help me work up, hopefully, tanks I'm working on for guides. All these tanks, well, most of these tanks don't have guides yet. Like, I know this tank does not. This tank is not even ready for a guide. Nope, none of these tanks do either. The T21 does have a guide, and so does the E5. The E5 doesn't have a guide either. So a lot of these tanks, especially the primaried ones, are ones I don't have guides for yet, or I'm working on, trying to work on that line. So those are going to be probably ones I'd rather do, just because it helps me also produce guides on them as well. But it doesn't matter, pick whichever ones you want. So let me know what you think about this series. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. Again, tell me what tanks you want to see, and thumbs up the tank. Put thumbs up for those tanks that are already mentioned. So you probably want to look at comments first before you post your own tank, because if you post T21 and a bunch of other guys do too, and nobody ever thumbs them up, this tank will not get picked. So make sure you thumbs up other people's comments if it's not already selected. Anyway, again, let me know what you think. I'll see you guys next time.